Who then? Oh, well played, well played. Threads one in. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Pedro Porro. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that has been cut short. And here's Palmer. And that's an excellent interception. Rodri. And it's Gerrard. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Short changes him with that pass. Can he get it through? And this is Torres. Torres! And no mistake. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Shevchenko. And this is Gerrard, showing good feet. Cross needs to be... Towering header! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Arsenal with the lead. Saliba pressing high and with purpose. Cucurella. Well, that pass isn't the best. Fernandes. Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Palmer. That's going wide left. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Rooney, and it's Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's definitely not his best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rooney. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. And here's Rooney. Played through into space. Oh, played right into his path. He has found the way through. Great chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Gerrard. And this is Shevchenko. Gerrard. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
2 added minutes has been
Cucurella.
indicated.
And that's a goal kick. Oh, easy pickings there. He's picked his way through. Foden. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
To the staff room immediately.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Substitution for
Arsenal
Manchester United.
leading, but only just
Number
2 on the
5,
scoreline.
Cucurella.
The second
Number
half
8,
is up and running.
Bruno Grimaldes. Coming on the field, number 37.
Defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Number 16,
Palmer.
Rodri.
Pass is just off target. Palmer is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Palmer. Oh, that is a nice touch. Here's Rodri. Knocks it into space. Timber got a long way forward to join the attack. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Real chance! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind...
He leaps for it! It's hit the crossbar! Quality ball. Now it's Foden. And they can counter here.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
The attendance for this match
Palmer.
was 71,550.
Cuts out the supply. So we've reached the hour mark. Fernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Played in. And that's really well manoeuvred. Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. Rodri. Fernandez. That is good alertness. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he
Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That ball looks a good one. And this is Torres. It's anyone's ball now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rodri gets across and deals with it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodri closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that is out of play. Kadiolu. And he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Opportunity for Arsenal to break. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, Red, nice interception. Saliba. Now, can they get him away? Foden. Now it's Rice. And that was asking for too much. Arsenal very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Palmer. And the shot! In he goes again. And that's a sharp finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located.
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, he's always going to be a massive threat, Peter. And that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team's attacking plays because he's dragged people out of position. And that can be an obvious help.
Goes for a shot! And he scores! And it's Rice. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And here's Rooney. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gabriel Jesus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And Dijk gets it away. Shot could be on. Ødegaard. And that has been knocked clear. It's a searching pass. And that has not gone well. Martinez sends that a long way. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Rooney. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Kadiolu. And it's Ødegaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Chance for a shot! Bruno Fernandes. A player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, really well played.
That's going across goal. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Still goalless at the moment. Gerrard tries to pass it through. Rice. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Best picks it up out wide. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Good ball, good take. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodri. Rice. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Searching pass he's played there. Bale. And back to the keeper they go. Desailly gets across to intercept that. Bale venturing down the left. It'll be a throw-in. That's very neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Ødegaard. Now Pedro Porro. Rodri. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Gerrard, and it's Rice. Desailly makes the interception. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. That's been cut out, well played. Rice, passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. Best. Van der Vaart. And he's intervened well there. Van der Vaart. Rodri calmly anticipates.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
Can he
here.
get onto this? Van der Vaart. Now the delivery. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
So, third corner of the game. Rice goes short. Crosses it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Pedro Porro. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Rafael
So the action
Vandervaart.
resumes.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, I can imagine both
number
managers have been
27,
in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And here's Ødegaard. And here's Rooney. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Played back. And it's Porro.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, played through for the wide man. Lovely bit of skill. Pedro Porro wins the duel this time. Rice. And here's Haaland. Best driving forwards. Decent chance! Georgie Best! Amazing!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's...
Oh, he's having a go! It's fallen kindly here! And that is wildly off target.
Manchester really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Arsenal still this single goal behind. Desailly is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And smartly reclaimed. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. And the shot! Gabriel Jesus gets flagged offside.
Substitution
So we have
the
movement
field.
on both benches.
Number 9.
A swift reaction then,
Erling
and the boss
Haaland.
opting to reshuffle
Number
his
8.
defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising.
Coming
The
on the
manager
field,
obviously felt his defence
number
needed
14,
reinforcement.
Andy
He can't
Cole.
afford a repeat.
Number 20,
Desai cuts it out.
McAllister. Substitution in progress.
Time and again they are repelled. And it's Eze. Couldn't squeeze it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Shevchenko. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Picked out, and a chance! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now this could be a chance. Desai cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Desai gets over and intercepts. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gyökeres looking to add to his goal. Now it's Trossard. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, that's neat. Rice has it out wide and in space. Vieira.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gyökeres. It's a pretty loose pass. Cole is onto this. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service. Substitution on the field, number 7, Bruno
So our
Fernandes.
quest to find the winner
Coming on the
continues.
field is number 21, Owen.
Merino.
Substitutions taking place.
Gyökeres. Oh, that's delightful. Trossard. And it's Merino. Look at the space here. Little pass back. Gyökeres receives it in a good position here.
Gyökeres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's had it nicked away. Plays it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish? Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Not a hint of offside here. And the shot! And it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Goal scorer for Arsenal after 10 minutes.
And
in
now
extra
he has
time
two.
is number 11, Gyökeres.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Bale. Merino. Now Trossard. Merino. Trossard. And it's Merino. Vieira deals with that comfortably. And he shoots! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of...
So there's the whistle, and we will have a
And
brief
quick
break.
reminder today that parking in the area around the
Gyökeres
stadium
is the hat-trick
strictly
hero
forbidden.
and the
Please
man
use
most
parking
responsible
provided
for
by
this
the club or any other
spectacular
paid parking
turnaround.
facilities in the area.
So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Substitution on the field, number 20, McAllister.
And we're
Number
off for the
14,
final time.
Andy Cole.
They
Coming on
have
the
played
field,
themselves to a
number
near standstill.
17,
What is left in the tank
Petit.
now?
Number 13, Ekitike.
Threads one in. Petit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, important interception. Gyökeres. For Merino. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ekitike. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Gyökeres.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Eze. And this is Shevchenko. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Referee has just said play on. Now that's well seen too. Merino. And it's Eze. Nicely weighted ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. No luck with that dink over the top.
Manchester really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Real chance! And he's there to belt it away. Romero. Rodri. I think we're just about done here. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Fiji are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an outball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. And he's found a way past. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dembele, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dani Olmo running with the ball. Dani Olmo, he's picked his way through, crosses it in, oh, great leap! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Dani Olmo. Rooney. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Dembele. And now the breakaway. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Gerrard. Romero gets over and intercepts. Now it's Darwin. Turns back here, probably the best option. No, that's been intercepted. Akanji. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Gerrard. Fermin. Dani Olmo. And he was quick to react. Nuno Mendes. Fermin is in a really good position out wide. And it's Rodri. Now this could be a chance. And he welcomes it in. Caggiolu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Tomori makes the interception. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Núñez. And the shot's on. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's Gerrard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Gerrard getting this one clear. Fiji have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dani Olmo. And it's Lopez. And here's Rooney. Looking for the run. Mendes has the space to scheme. Tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance for a shot! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Fiji leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
So, a temporary halt to the action. Fiji have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Fiji are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Gerrard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He gets his head on it! And again! Has another go! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, that's fabulous. He's trying to hit the front line here. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nuno Mendes and Fermin, and it's Olmo. Oh, easy pickings there. Dani Olmo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Kajolu, Pacho, Tomori. This is a promising build-up. Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Gerrard. Kajolu. And it's Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. Dani Olmo, who has set up 2 goals. Now it's Shevchenko. He is through here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kimmich concedes a free kick for that. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Gerrard. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Yaya Toure. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Dani Olmo. Gerrard. Rooney, never the sort to be shot shy. Gerrard. And it's Olmo. And Kadiolu. Gerrard. And it's Kadiolu. Fiji, moments now away from seeing this one out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Nuno Mendes.
If they're good enough to keep...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rooney, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno...